Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the Lion's Den. Today, I'm kind of winging it. I'm going to do a reading on Marz, I believe he's a producer for EXO. Someone in the comments suggested that I do a reading on him and how he's kind of feeling towards the company because last time I checked, I believe he posted something on Instagram about being very frustrated and upset with the treatment of EXO and talking about his contract being up soon anyway. So first, I actually want to draw some cards on his personality. So what type of personality does Marz have? I'm only going to draw 3. Because I'm pretty sure, I feel like there's 4. Hold on. Okay, yeah. So I've drawn 4 cards from my archetype deck. Oh, before I pack this away. So let's talk about the cards that came out for him. So the first one that came out is the King card. But this is more so leans into the negative aspects of being a king. They say Marz, the cards speak about Marz having excessive feelings of entitlement and attempting to kind of run things without restraint. Okay? So Marz may have, a tendency to try to do things or want to do things his way and feel that there is no other way to do things. The way he may go about wanting control or access to the things that he needs or the things that he wants may be a bit unruly, or maybe he may attack things with a lot of arrogance. Like it's just talking about him loving and wanting and needing control over how things are run when it comes to him and his music. Of course, it would kind of make sense, but they're saying it's kind of to a not so great degree. He gets the Companion card. I actually don't know if this was in reverse or not, but the lighter aspects of it is loyalty and tendency to unselfishness. But the shadow aspects of it is betrayal and by misusing confidence or loss of personal identity. So the Companion card kind of speaks about, to me, is when he works with people, especially after a certain amount of time of working with people, he can become very close and loyal to that person. And so therefore, if they are mistreated, that he feels some type of way too, like it'll affect him. He'll feel personally attacked by his artists or the people that he's working with being attacked in any way, shape, or form. We also have the Miser card. They're saying that basically the music or whatever he does, whatever he touches is going to turn into gold. Whatever he touches ends up being successful. He's probably been where he is for a long time because he's very good at what he does, and he's good at bringing money and profit from anything that he's worked on. Okay, we also have the Liberator card. It's in the lighter aspects, talking about freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. So what I feel like from the Liberator card is the word outdated stands out to me. He may feel like the rules and everything over in Korea, or how they're doing things in that company, is just that it's outdated. He may think that the way things are handled and even the way that the people or members are treated is like almost like, I feel like children when they're adults. So he feels like him being there gives he may feel like him being there gives the members a sort of freedom, a sort of a way to feel like they're in charge of what they do. So I do have 2 decks out. I'm going to use my modern day spellcasters deck. For those of you who have been with me for a while, you know this is my newest deck, so I do also still have the book here just in case I may get stuck on something, and in case I feel like I need to switch decks, I also have my zombie tarot right here. This is like literally one of my favorite decks. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the box, but this is like one of my favorite decks. And the modern day spell, I have 3 favorite decks. Off topic. This one, the Deviant Moon Tarot, and the modern day spellcasters is really kind of rising up there. So let's go ahead and get started with a few questions. Like I said, today I'm kind of winging it. I actually did not write down anything. I'm just trying to get y'all a video up at the very least once a week, 1 to 2 times a week. And also, before we get started on anything else, I'd like to remind you guys to please give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Leave a comment in the comment section on maybe what you would want to have a reading on next. If you have, a card is coming out. I'm gonna just put that there. If you have any thoughts on the subject, I don't know, just say hi. And also, if you like my videos and want more from me, subscribe, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. If you want a reading from me, my email will be in the description. You can find me on Fiverr. I'll leave a link to my Fiverr account also in the description, as well as my email if you want to contact me personally for any reason whatsoever. Alright, so let's get started. So the first question is, how does Marz feel about the company right now? How is Marz feeling about SM right now? Okay. Let me read the 7 of Swords in reverse. Because right now I can just kind of already tell by the way this looks, it's not a positive outlook on what he's feeling towards the company. Okay, so he feels like we're gonna start off with the 7 of Swords in reverse. He kind of feels like he failed. He feels like he's failed EXO. He feels like he's failed XOLs. He feels like he attempted to sort of stand up for what's right. He may have had a conversation with the head of the company or some people within the company, and it didn't really work out well, and he ended up, I'm feeling like he got put back in his place. And so with that, he kind of leaves it for, he feels like eventually SM or as a whole is probably going to be exposed for what they truly are. I'm also seeing that he feels like they're messing up his happy family. Like this whole thing has kind of turned everything that he's worked on and worked with on its head. There's a lot of unhappiness within the company right now. The cards do also speak about him being unhappy with them delaying a project, of course, which is what the main reason behind his first Instagram rant was about anyway. So it is talking about delay of a project, delaying of something that made him really happy, and it just ended up not happening. Also, they may have been things that were actually completely omitted, things that may have been removed from his project or his final project. There's a lot of things that ended up being tampered with that really just kind of end up making him feel like just complete utter unhappiness in being with the company. He does feel like everything that's going on at SM, he's like, it's gonna come out. Like there's going to be somebody who's going to deliver the message, or somebody is going to keep kind of exposing SM for what they are, the things that they do. But right now he feels himself like he's under a lot of pressure. He feels like he's carrying a lot of burdens, a lot of projects that are on his hands, and at the same time it's like he has no control over it. He's like, I have all of this stuff to do, all of this stuff is being demanded of me, all of this could be music or tracks, whatever is being demanded, and I still have no say in what I do, what's going to go on with it. or how, it's going to be completed, or what's going to be the title track, or what's going to make it to the album. He has no control over that, and he's pretty upset about that. That's like the biggest thing. And as the King card came out in reverse in his personality card readings, it is a big thing for him to have control, especially creative control over anything that he touches, his workspace, and everything that he has to do with. Okay. I think that was about where he stands with SM right now, right? So how does he feel about the EXO members? This is an interesting kind of set of cards right here. The Queen of Cups in reverse here is kind of talking to me about lies or deceitfulness. Now, I'm not going to say that he feels like they're lying about something, or not telling him the full story, but I feel like right now, it's like the initial card, Six of Wands, kind of makes me feel like he wants that both of them to leave the company. He's like, you guys need to leave, this company is basically garbage. But at the same time, it's like there's some distrust that's going on between him and how he feels about the members, or at least some of the members, or one of the members. Let me see what the King of Pentacles in reverse has to say here. Yeah, he feels like somebody, or they're just within the group, there's been some lying. Like he's like, y'all aren't telling me the full story here. Like, are y'all sure y'all really want to leave, or are y'all sure y'all really are? I'm not sure what the secret is, but he feels like EXO can't really be honest with him or talk to him about certain things. I don't even know if they're actually that close, but that's kind of what I'm getting. With the Hierophant card in reverse, it's because, okay, so this makes sense to me. It's like he thinks that they're not really talking to him or kind of being as open with him as they used to be, because they're very scared of the strict rules and regulations that go on within SM, and they know certain things that they can't say or do when with him anymore. I don't think it may not used to have been like that, but now it is. So it's like what I'm getting is he kind of feels like they're kind of shady right now. There's no disdain. It's just kind of like, yo, are y'all really still cool with me, kind of thing. Like he doesn't know if they still really mess with him like that. Okay, so let's move on to more. How does EXO feel about Marz? So they feel like Marz is a great addition to business. They think he makes everything, and this is as a whole, so it's a general, so there can be still some members that don't feel this way, but they think that he brings everything together, like with the music, financials, financial gains through their music. Like they're like, again, whatever he touches ends up working. They feel like they're incomplete without him in the company, or without him there to do whatever it is he does with their music and with their projects. They do feel like, I do see that they definitely see him as someone who's a very strict ruler, but also like protective. And it could be protective over the music and not necessarily them, or it could be protective over his music, his projects, and them. But it is one of those things, like he's very strict, he's very stern, when it comes to them and the music that he has, and EXO as a whole sees that. But also EXO is they're heartbroken by something. What are they heartbroken by? They're heartbroken by Marz's words. Okay, so as we see, he comes off as the emperor. I don't know if they had seen the Instagram post, if any of the EXO members seen it or responded or whatever. I doubt they would respond to something like that. But they definitely know what he said, and they're very hurt by it. Especially because it's just like they know that he could very well and may very well just go straight ahead and leave. You know, they're like, why would it's kind of like, why would you say that kind of thing? Okay. So I think that will Marz actually leave SM? He's thinking about it. It doesn't look like it's going to be a good turnout in the end. He's going to think about it. He's actually going to spend time thinking about it, and he's going to think about all of the things that he's gained from being within SM, and working with EXO, and all of the things that he's gained and all of the things that he may lose from being with them. That's going to be what's on his mind and what he's definitely going to be thinking about for the long run. But I'm not seeing that he's going to stay. I see it being him deciding in the end to not stay. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is also kind of, when the Wheel of Fortune comes up, it is talking about the chances. So it's kind of like the odds of it are not looking good, but there's always room for that to not happen, you know? He's going to feel like it's this Six of Wands, especially next to the wheel in reverse, is kind of talking about, like, he's going to feel like he hasn't gained enough from everything that he felt like he's done already. So it's going to be like he's going to feel he's going to feel very underappreciated, and he's also going to feel like the benefits of working under SM do not they don't outweigh the negative things that he's experienced. So he's going to probably leave. He probably will leave. And again, don't quote me. Like, it is a probability. I'm not saying that he will. And just keep in mind, I'm gonna end it here because there's nothing really else left to ask. But just keep in mind, the readings are for fun. If anything does happen, guys, let me know in the comments if there's an update. I'm going to try to sort of keep up with the topics that I'm reading about, because you guys know I usually come into these things without knowing anything. So if there's any updates, please leave it in the comments. Let me know. And I guess until next time, guys. Bye-bye.